A little more energetic now. That's what we wanted. I'm familiar with servers blocking VPNs. Yeah, servers blocking VPNs is a real thing. But let's think about this for a moment. 41% of people in the US use VPNs every day. 41% of people in the US. That's a huge number, okay? And what is the primary reason for using VPNs? The primary reason is for entertainment. Globally, it is said that the annual revenue for VPNs, right, just for that industry, is going to be more than $800 million a year within the next 2 years. In 2021 alone, the VPN usage in the world doubled. The number of people that use VPNs in the world doubled. And Minecraft servers will block VPNs. 77% of VPN users purchase digital goods. Okay. So, we have a situation here where Minecraft servers will block potentially 41% of players for using VPNs. When VPNs are enhancing privacy and security, right? They will block VPNs, which is 41%, right, of this potential market that's out there, okay? And they'll do that gladly. Now, with GamerSafer, we have not seen or heard any players that have said they don't want to create an account or, take the selfies or anything. So that's essentially right now, from the numbers that we have, 0%. But let's just say that's a little higher, right? What servers are saying at the moment when they block VPNs is blocking 41% of all players is acceptable. Whereas with GamerSafer, we can allow VPNs. You don't have to block 41% of players anymore. Just on a simple numbers basis, right? Because GamerSafer allows servers to operate without blocking VPNs, you can stop blocking VPNs. You can allow players with VPNs to join in, no problem. No problem at all. And if the number of players that refuse to create a GamerSafer profile is less than 41%, then you end up with a net positive potential result. So there's a lot of these questions there about how many players are actually not joining because of GamerSafer. And I understand those concerns. But when we start to look at the numbers and we start to look at what the alternatives are, right? And we start to look at how people are using their phones. A lot of people are on TikTok, right? They're taking selfies. They're on YouTube. They're live streaming with their faces. They have profile pictures that are selfies, and so on and so forth. This is not at all to make an excuse or to say, guys, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's not to say that at all. This certainly is a very valid concern. But I think that when we start to make these checks on how people actually are using the internet, maybe it's possible that these concerns might be a little bit larger than they need to be, right? So let's look at these questions here. Do you guys have any integration recommendations? I imagine a server with an active player count of, let's say, 200 wouldn't want to just slap GamerSafer on the server and require it for all players immediately. I imagine that would result in a dramatic player drop, something to think about. Yeah, actually, so one of the things that we really encourage servers to do is start with just staff 2FA. Staff 2FA it should be across the board a thing that people are using. Right? Two-factor authentication is critically important. If you are on the internet in 2021, there is no excuse not to have 2FA. It genuinely isn't. And again, this is one of those things where I kind of take a hard stance, but it just is the reality. You need to have 2FA on the internet in 2021. You have to. You have to. Because it is so easy for hackers to take control of people's accounts. We saw it in Minecraft all the time. Even if you have a Microsoft account now, it still is possible, if you don't have 2FA enabled, for people to take control of your accounts. It is the reality of what the internet in 2021 is. So you can use GamerSafer for staff two-factor authentication and set it up. Then you can slowly roll it out. You could require GamerSafer for ban appeals, for example, or for staff applications. You could use GamerSafer to do a staff application where then you can check, are they somebody who is, trustworthy, right? Do they have just one account, or is this a former staff member who's trying to get back in again under an alt account so that they can do more harm, right? Those sorts of things. And you can kind of slowly start rolling it out. Use it for a specific event on your server. So it wouldn't require all of the players, but only the players who want to compete in one specific event. So all of these things are options. What we were looking at with Velt PvP. So Velt, they are a server that uses GamerSafer. They currently are using it with Staff 2FA. And what they are looking at is, this rollout where they would incentivize players. So they have many thousands of players a month. And they would incentivize players where if you use GamerSafer, optionally, if you set that up on your account, then you would get a cosmetic on their server, some kind of particle effect or cosmetic of some kind. On my own server, I have it set up as an optional 2FA. If players wanted to have that for themselves, they can optionally set up their own 2FA. So those are all different options for rolling this out slowly over time. There's a high percentage for people in other countries too, like China. Yeah, totally. You're absolutely right, Chian. You're absolutely right. VPN argument is a great one. Certainly should be a primary marketing tool for GS. I appreciate that. It's something I've been thinking a lot about lately. A lot about. All of those numbers, by the way, that I shared are available online. If you're interested in seeing those numbers, just ping me on Discord afterwards and remind me to send you the link. What kind of options does GamerSafer or anyone out there have for staff-only 2FA within Minecraft and not Discord? I'm not quite sure I understand that question. What kind of options does GamerSafer have for staff-only 2FA within Minecraft and not Discord? GamerSafer is that. That can be used. We actually, the last live stream was all about setting up GamerSafer for Staff 2FA. Yeah, I plan to be on the internet for only 9 more days in 2021. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You can enable GS to be staff only 2FA and not all players. Yeah. Yep.